After you have selected your pantograph design, you will be prompted to edit your design under Place. On the Edit Your Design, select the design height that you desire for the look of your quilt, keeping in mind your throat length and vertical quiltable area to ensure that the entire height of the design will stitch out completely, using the plus buttons to make larger and the minus buttons to make smaller. Once you are ready to move on, you will move on by clicking Next or Place Position. Move the machine off the edge of the quilt top location based on where the desired start of the pattern will be placed. Hand crank the needle close to the quilt top. On the tablet screen, note the location of the vertical starting and ending nodes, the gray circles of the pattern. This may be at the top, bottom, or in between of the pattern and is important for considering where to place your pattern on your quilt to ensure that the entire design stitches where desired. Also note that the left starting node will always be the starting point of your design. Move the machine using needle as guide to the desired starting location on the quilt and press on-screen button to set the placement node. The start node will now turn green. Hint: mark the location of the starting position on the quilt. Move the machine to the right, considering how the quilt has been pieced and loaded on the frame to keep the design straight. Hint: use features of your quilt top, such as blocks and row spacing, to note the best location of your end point, again based on if the design's end point is top, bottom, or in between. Or consider using a ruler and making marks to help with the alignment for best results. Check the screen. If the crosshairs are not visible, move the machine back towards the right slowly until the crosshairs are back on the screen. Using the on-screen button, set the endpoint, which will now turn green. Though it may appear on the tablet screen as not perfectly level, the design has been leveled relative to how the quilt has been pieced and loaded on the frame. Additionally, the design will auto-adjust to maintain the full shape of the design horizontally and thus may not stitch out to the endpoint set earlier. This is normal and will not affect how your design will finish in the next zone. Click Next or Sew when ready to move on.